Did you watch Mark Rober's new video over the weekend?
I did not.
His video that I believe is titled, Can I Fool a Self-Driving Car? Can you fool a self-driving car? It literally shows, I think in the thumbnail, at least when I was looking at it, it's like a Wile E. Coyote style Looney Tune. Like it's a wall that looks like the road continuing to go, but you and I can see it's a road that's painted on a wall. And so the question is, could he get a Tesla to drive into this wall? I watched it.
Okay.
And so here's what happened. It was testing like Tesla's detection system of its cameras it uses and whatever versus this thing called LiDAR that's like radar, but instead of radio waves, it uses light, and seeing like how they match up against each other, which one's safer, blah, blah, blah. So before they get to the wall that's painted, they are testing other ways to see will the Tesla and will this other car be able to stop in time. And for some reason, they use a little mannequin of a child, a little boy.
What? Okay.
And so I'm like, that's an interesting choice because like you could use anything, but it's like, will the Tesla be able to stop in time before it hits this boy? Spoiler alert. Many times it does not.
Oh.
Tell me why I was rooting though for the Tesla. Every time I'm like, I hope it hits him. What? It's a mannequin. It's plastic pieces.
Well, you would hope that it would have, safety or whatever, so it's not going to hit a child, even if it is a mannequin child.
I know. I thought, I was like, why am I rooting for this? I think just because I wanted to see it, because it's okay. It's fine.
You wanted to see the collision.
Yeah, I wanted to see what happens when a child mannequin gets hit by a car. And it did many times. So what I came away from the video finding is less that the Tesla is not safe, because really no car, you should just let it drive for you. We haven't gotten there yet.
Right.
And I don't know if that's even legal in most places, but it did feel like an ad for the LiDAR because that did much better. The light detection thing.
Yeah. Well, and I think the light detection thing is a more advanced thing than the autopilot system for Tesla. Mm-hmm. I was looking into this, and they were saying a lot of people were having issues with the video because it's like, well, it's actually misleading, which, surprise, YouTube thumbnails and titles are misleading.
Right.
They're clickbaity. But neither of the cars actually are self-driving. Mm-hmm. They do have an autopilot-ish thing, but they're not. There's a person behind the wheel. And also they were saying, Tesla does not promote their autopilot as actually being something where it is a self-driving car. Yeah. You're still supposed to be alert, engaged, and all of that.
And yet again, I don't think that's even I don't think basically anywhere you're allowed to just have it on autopilot and not pay attention.
No.
That's not what autopilot means, even though the name
is a little misleading.
Yeah, so who's the misleading one?
Well, that's a fair point in all of this. Is it's like, well, why is it called autopilot if it's not truly autopilot? But you could also say that with planes. I think autopilot, even though it's something that is a feature in planes, they're still anticipating the pilots to be in there and to pay attention.
Yeah. I'll tell you what was misleading about the video.
What?
Is it says, can you fool a self-driving car? And the first half of the video is him mapping out Space Mountain at Disney World.
Why?
To show how the LiDAR works.
Oh.
But yeah, the self-driving car barely comes into play at all.
Okay.
Until halfway through.
He is an engineer, so I'm sure that's interesting to him.
I did watch the whole thing, and it was interesting.
Okay.
So, I mean, it worked. But is this to the thumbnail and title match up with the video? Right. Did you upload something wrong? And then you eventually get there.
While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.